Welcome to the Transform My Dance Studio podcast, the only podcast for dance studio owners, where each week we bring you business growth strategies to help you increase your profits, impact the lives of more students, while ensuring you get back some time to have a little life outside of the studio. It's time for you to become the go-to studio in your area. Now, here's your host, founder of the Dance Studio Owners Association, Clint Salter.
Hey there, Dance Studio owner friends. It's Clint Salter here. Welcome to another episode of the Transform My Dance Studio podcast. I am so excited this week because we have just literally now opened the doors to our signature program, Studio Success Formula Mastery. Now, we only do this twice a year. That's it. The doors only open twice a year, just for a week. And so if you have been listening to our podcast for a while and you are like loving it, you love the podcast, you get a lot of tips, but you're finding it hard to implement things, or you wish you just had like the system written out for you, whether it's around the enrollment process or retention or onboarding, or you'd love to have someone or a community there to kind of hold your hand and guide you through what needs to happen and what needs to be a priority for you to reach your goals sooner. Well, I would love to invite you to join us inside a Studio Success Formula Mastery for our last round, sad face, for 2017. So all you need to do is jump on over to studiosuccessformulamastery.com and you will get all of the details about this 8-week program, which also comes with a bunch of coaching, live coaching from me. So check it out, studiosuccessformulamastery.com. I would love to have you in our last intake into this program for 2017 and help you make 2018 your best year in business. But let's get on to today's show. I'm excited for this one. This one we've called Facebook Advertising 101. And in this podcast, I've taken hours of Facebook advertising training and really broken it down into my must-have checklist for studio owners. In less than 30 minutes, you're going to have my insider tips on getting more new student inquiries than you've ever had before. Facebook is without a doubt the number one place you need to be spending your time when marketing your studio. And you're probably asking why? Well, because it's the number one place your ideal potential customers are spending their time. So jump on in, learn my simple and proven Facebook strategies that could help you double, yes guys, double your student numbers this season. Enjoy this episode, and I hope I get to work with you this time around in Studio Success Formula Mastery. Take care. See you on the other side. So, Facebook advertising, who's doing it? Who is doing Facebook? Who's spending money on Facebook? Yeah, good. Okay. Oh, sorry, keep your hands up. Okay, cool, super good. And I love it. And if you heard me speak before or you followed any of our stuff online, you know I talk about it a lot. Why? Because it's highly effective. I mean, I can't really say more than that. If you do it correctly and set it up correctly, it's effective. Does it take time to learn? Yes, it does. Do you need to spend more than $5 to get a result? Yes, you do. These are questions I get all the time, and we're going to kind of run through a couple of them. So the problems I see with Facebook advertising all the time, when people say, Clint, I've tried it and it doesn't work for me, and my studio is different. No, or I'm sorry, but no, it's not. It does work if you employ the right strategy. A couple of mistakes, unclear on who they're targeting. I'll never forget last year, November, there was a Facebook ad for a dance studio. I was like, wow, this looks pretty good. They were in Canada. And I was in Sydney at that point. I was like, wow, what a waste of money. So I sent them a message saying, hey there, you might want to check that. So I don't think any of you would be advertising in Canada, but you want to make sure that you are advertising in the area where your students are coming from, hence why doing that exercise of working out where everyone is coming from in your studio. Image and copy mismatch. So copy is the words that you use in your ad. So when you've actually got your Facebook ad, is the image matching the copy that you're using? For instance, let's go back to preschool again. Preschool ballet classes, are you doing, and by the way, with preschool ballet classes, you want the young. You want the 3-year-old. You don't want the 5-year-old. Because apparently studies show that when we're doing our marketing, the parent is going to relate more to that younger one than doing kind of an older 4-year-old, 5-year-old for a preschool class. So always best to go kind of on the younger end of that spectrum. With the copy, you want to make sure that it is unique to you. And if you go through your website after, being here today and kind of work out what you're really saying and what you want to be saying, you also need to be looking at the copy you use in your ads. Does it sound like everyone else? Does it say fun, confidence, build confidence, come and join, become new friends? Is it using that kind of same language? I think the biggest eye-opener for us was last week, which, Annette was there and we had a copywriting session with the amazing Kate Toon. She's one of Australia's best copywriters. She did a 90-minute presentation for our Inner Circle members, and she really stepped through how to identify your uniqueness as a dance studio so that you don't kind of blend in with everyone. And it was fascinating because she actually pulled apart a couple of people's copy on their website. And she's like, don't use that word. No more exclamation marks. No more capital, no more of this. And so it was fascinating. So what I want you to do is really go away and think, what is it about you that makes people come to your dance studio? And don't try and do what everyone else is doing. Don't try and say what everyone else is doing. And I think that that message has come through a lot today. I think with Marco and also with Kelly and obviously with the content I've presented you as well is stop trying to be what you think you need to be and just start creating the studio that you want. And then the right people are going to come towards you when you're really kind of living passionately in what drives you and what makes your studio amazing. And again, the broad targeting side of things. So let's kind of jump into this. So when it comes to doing your ads, the first thing you need to do is, what is your objective? What are you actually trying to achieve with your Facebook ad? Because some people go, well, Clint, I just want more kids. I just want more students from my Facebook ad. Okay, how many more kids do you want? Where do you want the kids? What classes do you want the kids to come into? Get so specific, because at the end of all of our marketing, there always has to be a winner and a loser. Okay? In terms of, did that win? Did we hit our target? Did that work for us? Or didn't it? Did we not hit it? Did we not get to the place that we want to be? And so we need to make sure that we really look at that. So is it free trial classes? Is it to sell your concert tickets? You can do great campaigns on Facebook now where you can actually take your database. So let's take your newsletter database. You can put that database into Facebook. It's called a custom audience. You can then serve ads to those people that Facebook matches the email addresses with and send them an ad. So you can essentially advertise to your database of parents through Facebook by uploading write down custom audience, and you can do some research around it. Put it in as a custom audience, then you can do ads just to those people. Right? And so imagine how cool is that for workshops that you're running, for your recital ticket, concert tickets, for, anything that you're doing, your unlimited merchandise that you've got in your studio as well. It's just a really great opportunity to advertise. But most of the time we want to bring in more people. So we can do our free trial class, unlimited class pass, but then get clear. I want to attract 50 new leads, and I want 30 of those people to enroll, right? Within 6 weeks. That is a really clear goal. But if you just boost a post and say, yeah, that was good, we got 10 more likes, and it was a waste of money. What is your objective? How did that generate you income? Yeah, and as small business owners, we can't afford to be doing branding. We're not Tiffany, where we can just have a beautiful person or a blue box on a billboard. It's going to make people buy a necklace. We can't do that. We've got to do direct response. We've got to put something out there that's going to generate a response from what we do. Okay, so artwork. I've used a stock photo from this because I just wanted to kind of give you a bit of an example today. You would use your own children. There's Shaniqua on the left. And so I'm using my own child in my advertising. And so, by the way, that's not my child, just in case any of you think, because I keep talking about it. Is so that here you can see free dance classes, claim your unlimited class pass today, learn more. Right? So that could be an image. And the way that we run our Facebook ads is testing our images. So for every campaign, let's say this is a preschool campaign, for every campaign that we run, I'd like to have 3 different images that we use, right? So you would have this one, you'd have another one, and another one. And you can change up the words and the colouring on it. Why? Because there's going to be a winner. If you just do one and it doesn't work, you'll say, well, that campaign didn't work. Well, actually, it could have just been the image that they didn't like. You know, and I talk about this a lot with our members because the testing part of it is so important. We do it in our business as well. We always test 3 images for everything that we put out there. You know, you might have seen it with this event. Who purchased tickets to this event through seeing something on Facebook, like a Facebook ad? Anyone? Yeah, like through Facebook. So you might have seen a sponsored post or an ad or something. And so we ran... For this event, this was our main way to build our event, but we ran, I think we might have had like 12 different ads that we ran for this event. You would have seen me, you would have seen Marco, you would have seen Kelly, you would have seen the 3 of us, you would have seen the photos from last year's event, you would have seen some video testimonials. Like there was a lot of stuff that we put out there because I know that, you know, my face, people will like want to put a red marker through it and they'll love Kelly, yeah, and vice versa. And that's just kind of normal. And so we've got to do the same with our kids and the marketing that we do. We want to change up the images that we use in our Facebook ad. So what I'm saying here is don't just do one ad and go, oh, that didn't work. Yeah, test the images that you use. And the other thing is you can use a great tool called, Amy, sorry, question?
Yeah, sorry, with something like that, if you are putting that on Facebook and they click on and they put their details in, how do you stop current students already going, well, I want my free pass now, I signed up for it on Facebook?
Oh, amazing. So you want to make sure that there's an exclusion on the landing page. So the page that they go to claim that pass, there's something that says asterisks for new students only. That's the first thing. The second thing you can actually do in Facebook is exclude audiences from seeing ads, right? So you can actually import a database into Facebook. Then in the ads manager, you can say exclude this audience. So you can select the database and you won't get all of them, but you'll get, you know, at least 50% of them. So you then exclude them from seeing this offer. What we've seen, you know, with our members is that you're not going to get a lot of people that will come up to you and say, I see you're offering a free class or a weeks of class, can we get that? You know, I don't go to my gym and say, you're offering a month for free, I want that month for free. It's again, like we said before, it's marketing. Really great question though, and I'm glad you brought that up because the power of Facebook around excluding audiences is super valuable. So copy. So when it comes to copy, this is just an example. Does your little princess love to dance? Bring your child along to one of our fairy ballet classes as a gift from us. We tailored programs, small class numbers, and experienced teachers. Your little one is in for a great time. You create your own copy around this. Okay. The secondary copy, so which is like the bottom description, is where I like to build some credibility. So with over 10 years experience, so that's where I kind of put in the bit about we do know what we're doing, essentially. So up the top is like exciting, the experience, and then down the bottom it's like we know what we're doing. And again though, you want to try 3 versions of your copy as well. So 3 versions of your images, 3 versions of your copy. How do we do this? Well, we do it inside the Power Editor. Who's used the Power Editor for Facebook ads? Yeah, fantastic, good, couple of people. Who's using the ads dashboard? No? Okay, cool, yep. And so we want to use the Power Editor. That's where it is found. You can just type in Power Editor into the top of the Facebook search and it'll come up. And then we don't have time to kind of go through like the step-by-step of like going in and setting up the ad. But the things you need to look at are there 3 elements of setting up a Facebook campaign. There's the campaign level, the ad set level, and then the advert level, okay? So the campaign level is the overall campaign. So your campaign could be preschool, dance classes. That's your campaign. Then at the ad set level, this is where you like drill down into the different targets that you're going to be targeting. So for instance, with Facebook advertising, you can target other pages. So for an example, like Kids Spot, or Mums and Bubs, or Mamma Mia, or any of these web pages, Facebook pages that your target market are engaging with. That's where you put these targets. And then in the ad section, that's where you actually go and create the advert. So if you type in Power Editor, you'll be able to have a play in there. It's a little bit complicated, but if you follow the steps, you'll be fine. You just need to kind of persist with it and follow a process. And the last thing I just want to touch on is conversion ads. Is something that you really want to focus on, is having ads, not clicks to website. You can do click to website ads, but I don't want to overwhelm you here. But when it comes to conversion ads, essentially what happens is when they opt in, so they give you their details for their class pass for the week, Facebook registers that as a conversion, and Facebook will tell you how much that conversion costs you. So Facebook will say that email address costs you $4.15. They are the numbers you need to know when it comes to Facebook advertising.
I'm just checking, when you set up an ad in Power Editor, you then spot your ad on Facebook and click on it. Are you paying for that?
I think it depends if you've got it set up for impressions or conversions. My understanding is yes, you will. If you're not looking at it as in a preview mode, like you actually haven't decided to see it and then clicked on it to make sure it works, I'm pretty sure you are, because the ad comes from your page, not your personal profile. So I always exclude myself from... it's fine. Just share it or something. But I'm pretty sure you are. I'm not 100% on that, but my understanding is the ad is done through the page, is linked to a page, and so Facebook probably doesn't know that you, the person, created that ad. And it depends if you've got it set up for impressions or conversions as well. And so I talked about a landing page and a website before, so I just wanted to kind of show you, that's our website, obviously for our program, Studio Success Formula, but on the left-hand side there is a landing page. Okay, so a landing page is essentially a page, one page, which only talks about that particular offer, so they don't get distracted and go somewhere else. Does that make sense? So it's one page with one offer, because if we take them to our website with our ads, they can click on a gazillion things, right, and we lose them. Whereas we're just sending them to our landing page with one offer, they've got nowhere else to go.
And is that set up through your website?
You can do them. Right. You can do them through your website with your web developer. Wix do landing pages. You can use what we use, which is Lead Pages. You can use Instapage. Some of the email marketing systems have landing page software. I'm a big fan of Lead Pages. There's Unbounce. There's ClickFunnels. Yeah, so there's lots of. If you Google landing pages, you'll definitely find a tool.
Thank you for joining us today. For all the resource links from the show and to receive access to our free Dance Studio growth training, make sure you visit transformmydancestudio.com.